Do you remember this PowerPoint paint lame stuff where you can create your own ideas charts? Well, not anymore, because in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a great application to create some great ideas with the same flow chart, and this one is called the LucidChart. So this is a free section where what we can do is to create some different diagrams using different shapes, using different links, and we can start to work totally for free. I'm going to be showing you step by step how this actually works and how we can create a very let's say professional diagram and send this to your friends so you can share that in a Google Classroom, on a Google Duo, or a Zoom, wherever you want to do. So first of all, guys, I'm going to leave you a link down below in the description so we can get started. As you can see, we do have different plans. We do have the enterprise, the team, the individual, and the free plan. If you're just opt for the free plan, we're now going to be able to have 3 editable LucidChart documents. We have 60 shapes per Lucid document, and we can use 100 templates. Now, speaking about the individual account, as low as almost $8, we are now good to use up to 1 GB of storage. The presentation mode, we have unlimited objects per document, unlimited editable documents, and much more. So in our case, we want to, of course, focus into only start free. So we start for free, and what we want to do is just to type our full name. So I'm going to type, and you want to create your account. Once we have been successfully done, it's going to be popping up the first document that we can get started like right away. So what is your role? In this case, I'm going to type role, and let's try to look for decide. So here, this helps us recommend the most useful templates and features. So you want to try to use the one that best fits for you. What best describes you want to go into individual contributor and hit into next. If you want to edit your teammates to your project when you are just getting started, you can add the email of your teammates here, and then I'm going to hit into continue so we can they can join into our work, or you can just copy the link that appears in here and send that into a WhatsApp account, a group, community, whatever you are using. After that, I'm going to hit into next, and here which design use case would you like to try first. We have the flow charts, we have the idea brainstorm, we have the product roadmaps, timelines, wireframes, and other. In today's tutorial, we're going to be focusing a lot into the actual flow charts. So I'm going to type flow charts, and lastly, I'm going to type into start diagram. If you want to actually build the templates that appears into our Lucid application, I'm going to hit into maybe later. I want to go into file, and what you want to do is to type the option that says new, like this. And here what I want to do is to look out for start a whiteboard. So this is going to be popping up the actual whiteboard of the Lucid Spark, and just like that, I'm now going to be able to check it out, the actual templates that appears into only my sections of the actual workspace. For example, we have the annual calendar, we have the metrics, we have the action frameworks, we have the problem solving, we have the smart metrics, or we have the framework. If I choose one template, let's say for example this one, I'm going to go into insert the template. I'm going to hit into next, maybe later, continue, continue, and continue. So of course I want to just leave this like that because I don't want to focus a lot into this strategy and plan like this. I'm going to go into the X mark. Here it's going to be appearing to my actual structure. So as you can see, I have the 1 2 3 4 5. I have a lot of elements that I can edit. So if I double click here, I can add more than just one structure. So I'm going to just delete this. I'm going to focus into what's in here, and let's say that this is an example number 1. I can type into the enter mark, and here I can just try to edit and share all my actual work. In my case, what I want to do is to go into the example number 2. I want to leave it like that. Example number 3, let's say that I'm actually good to go, and what I want to do is to edit a few steps, or I want to add some different ideas by drawing here. Let's say for example that this is like a board, like a whiteboard. So at the end of the day, I'm going to choose the pen here that appears in here. I'm going to type, let's say for example, the red color. I want to make this a little bit more wider, and I'm going to be choosing the highlighter, or I'm going to just type the actual pen that appears in here, pen. And let's say that I want people to focus in here, and I want to try to explain this as I am using like a whiteboard. As you are editing and creating your workflow, you might be seeing that there are a few stuff that you already know how to use it. For example, we have the linked here, the add linked. So if I type here, for example, like a square, automatically it's going to be creating the actual like a stick. So I'm going to hit into the X mark. In this stick, I want to stick note. I want to make this a little bit more like this. And here I want to actually hit into add linked. And here you want to choose a link, for example, in the type, let's say, for example, Instagram, just for the purpose of the tutorial. And I'm going to go into apply. So here I'm going to just move this into this part, and I'm going to leave this like that, and I'm going to move this in here. It's going to make sure that my actual links actually works. So now that I have everything here, what I can do is to try to move everything into some other side if I want just to have more space. But once again, since we are having a whiteboard, I can use a lot of space. So here what I want to do now is to leave this like that. I'm going to hit into share, and then we're actually good to go. Now lastly guys, we do have the section of the chat, we have this section of the announcement or the comments, we have the section of the presentation builder, and we do have the video integrations. There are actually a few features that appears in here, for example the timer, the voting, and much more, but this one are only available if you do have a premium account. And if you want to start the trial version with that link that I just gave you down below in the description, you might be enjoying a free 7 days just to make sure if you like those features. If you don't like that, you don't have to worry about that because we didn't have to provide any kind of credit card, absolutely anything. We're just going to be trying that totally for free. So now that we have now checked it out, the actual whiteboard, let's try to go into our actual template once again. And here, as you can see, we're going to be focusing now into some brainstorming and ideation. So for example, we do have this one of the Amsterdam brainstormed. I can go into the insert template, and as you can see, I can add this here, for example, and I'm going to just zoom in so I can have more information about my whiteboard like this. So lastly guys, as you can see, these are some sticky notes that I can just edit if I wanted to. And the process is exactly the same. After you finish working in here, go into share or go into copy link share, so you can just go into the shareable link, enabled it, hit into edit and share. Or if you want people just to view this but not to edit, go into view. I'm going to hit into copy linked, and what I want to do is just to see this into a new tab just to make sure how it's going to be looking. So there we go, we are now inside the actual Lucid app. Lastly, if you go back into the main section of your Lucid.app, if I go into the template, once again, you're going to be seeing that there is really a lot of content that we can use. We can use, remember, up to 100 templates totally for free. We do have different flow charts. We do have plan and track projects. We do have timelines. We can use so much more. So I'm going to go into the vertical timeline example, hit into insert my template. On the importing page now is going to be added automatically. We have the actual title, we have the date, we have the name of the actual document, and here we do have the document where you can just start to edit whatever you want to do. With that being said guys, this is how we can get started with the Lucid app. As you can see, it's really easy. There's a lot of tools that we can use totally for free, so there's no excuse to start working here into Lucid app. Just in case you want to try it out, the free version, once again, you have the link down below in the description. So with that being said guys, we're reaching to the very end of the video, so don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more great tools like the Lucid.app. Thank you so much for watching the video, and well, I will see you next time.